Okay, well, now I did. Okay, we didn't get too far. Ah! Like I said, it's been a long decade this week.
So, you should just drop it. Best not.
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt.
Okay. Yeah, finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? Can you not feel all those ruptured organs? The two of you clash for the final time.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
Oh, okay, that's alright. I was like, did I actually get this?
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice.
Okay, the adversary. Okay. Now is where we start doing the other stages of grieve. So let me save over this.
We can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
The only thing that matters is where I'm not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly...
Turn around and leave
really
again.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation.
You're done?
If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Hey, narrator. Shut your mouth. Alright. I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen? No. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It's quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse. Yeah, that's right, I really like that phrase. Louder as something other comes close. Healers probe across the fabric of reality. Remedies find your conscious and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Figures drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. Okay, we've seen this before. Okay. So do we need to do
you make
that
your way up
again?
the short path to the cabin. You'll find she will
Lie, she will
ignore him.
cheat.
He doesn't know what he's...
I wonder
interior of the
because I
cabin is
didn't go
almost
through
entirely bare.
with
You take the blade.
I wonder if because I didn't go through with the adversary route, if I could try, if I could just keep trying that.
The door to the basement creaks.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting that giant.
You ignore the
The princess.
doubt.
Ah, okay, nope. It still counts as a route lost. That's really cool.
Are you serious?
Yeah, why not?
It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are. Let's regroup upstairs. If we're lucky, maybe she'll just bleed out. Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains. They creak and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. The links clatter to the floor, useless. She's free. Hurry! You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. You settle in against the fire. It isn't long before
You're still there.
I remember this.
You make things easier on your...
Go to sleep.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
It won't.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence.
I think that's the specter.
This is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there.
We've also heard that from the voice of the paranoid. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and leave. Bye.
Fine. I suppose you're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind... What's going on? Where are we?
I want to see if the paranoid
It's
has
finally
something.
happened, hasn't it?
Yep.
We finally cracked.
Right. Same dialogue. You have been here before. Memory returns. That which dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edges of your mind again. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Old spite. Our infinities shrink into something less. I hate you, 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 holy shit. Wow. Anger, why have you come back?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay her. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
That's so good.
You'll find the
I have no
princess.
mouth and I must scream. I want to play that, but that definitely comes with a shit ton of content warnings. It's also an... honestly, I like the way the short story ended better. But the game is just as good. Harlan Ellis, have you played the game, Kazi? Or have you seen it played?
The interior of the cabin is almost... You take the blade from the table.
Okay, did you know that the voice of Am is
The door to the
Harlan
basement
Ellison?
creaks open.
I just think that's a cool little Easter egg.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd
She
forgotten
got so
about
excited
me.
she leaned over and typed instead of waiting for me to. It's because it's a good fucking short story. And a good game. Yeah. Yeah, that's so cool. I love that he actually voices Am. But yeah, I do have it, and I do want to play it, but that's one that comes with a fuck ton of content warnings. Which I'm fine with. I'm fine with horror addressing very, very difficult subjects. Ooh, a radio show. If done right, those can be incredibly effective.
That giant knife you're holding.
You ignore the doubt.
Now we're gonna have to give up.
Are you
Which leads to
serious?
the tower, I believe.
You're right. We should
Yeah.
just leave. There's nothing we can do to stop her, so we might as well enjoy. Seriously?
up, bro.
You're just going to... Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue. That's strange.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bye.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Bye.
But fine. You turn around and trek back down the...
Wait, something isn't right.
Yeah, bye.
Can you still hear me? What's going on? Where are we? We're dead, obviously.
Desperate please. I do not hate you. I'm sorry I said I hate you. I do not have to hate you. We can still leave this place together. An offering. We can be friends. Ecstasy. You are elated. You have never felt more elated than you feel now. Everything is good. You cannot remember what it was like to feel anything other than euphoric joy. A reminder, you can be worse than enemies. Agony. You are torn into a million pieces, and you feel pain in each of them. You have never felt more miserable than you feel now. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than anguish. Mercy. You are elated again. You have never felt more elated than you feel now. In contrast to the agony you've suffered, this elation is better than all of the other elation you have experienced. Round eyes looking up at you. I need vessels so that I can be finished. I cannot find them on my own, for they are me. You are the only one who can do this. You are our only salvation. Bargaining. What can I do to make it stop?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You make your way up the The
We
interior
have
of the
depression,
cabin is almost
acceptance,
entirely
and just as you were
bare.
once nothing.
The air is stale and musty. You take the door to the basement creaks.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was
There
starting to
are.
think they'd forgotten about me.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for...
Try slaying the princess again with no options.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Yeah, I agree, Ren.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Make you believe that she will be alive.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Because you killed your other half and also your wife.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here.
Oh, you're
This
such
is
a
good.
bastard.
Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
You're such a piece of shit. You fucking coward. There is no way in hell I will ever feel anything but scorn for you. Yeah, that's bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now.
Yeah. AITA. Angie Danny is Angie. Because, like, the narrator strikes a little bit of a chord with me because death is a very visceral topic for me as well. Like, I start to have panic attacks if I think about it. But I would never once dream of taking away, of like having the hubris of thinking I could stop it. And that makes me so angry. His whole thing of like, of just like, just being like, I can stop this. And it's not even from a place of good intention, it's from a place of selfish fear. If it was for if it was for good intent, that would be one thing, but it's not. He did it just because he is afraid. And that makes me incredibly angry because nobody has the right to play God like that. Like, with all of my hangups about death, I realize it is a part of life. We don't need fuckfaces like this guy thinking he can make and control two eldritch beings after he split them into two, after he took one being and split it into two, because he was afraid. Not to save anybody, he just stands there and postulates about how he's doing it for a greater good, and he's fucking not. He's lying to himself and to you the whole time. What an asshole.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Sorry,
Time
Chad. I'm not
passes.
angry at you guys.
You can't
I'm
be
just
sure
mad.
if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Oh my god, this is my hell.
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Hell no.
I do. But you're probably not going to like it.
What, kill ourselves?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Yeah.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yeah, he's aware of that.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you.
This isn't
it
happiness.
Wants this wonderful place to end.
This is torture. There's a corpse in the basement.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Oh, I dare.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world?
No.
An eternity of bliss?
No.
You ingrate.
Because he's not happy.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
That's so sad.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Fuck off. I actually flipped off my screen. Oh, that puts you on the Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Steve.
Oh,
Close to the
do
cold.
you think there's something else out there? All right. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again. Seriously? You're just going to...
Yep.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continued. That's strange. Oh, How quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he? You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? What's going on? Where are we? I don't know, but it feels like home.
Interesting. Like, obviously, but, like, interesting that, you know, the voices picked that up. Dejection. Feelers limp against your soul. Why? Long silence. A hollow heart. I don't want to see you. Ooh, depression. You don't know what you're doing.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you make your way up the short. The interior of the cabin is all.
Go without.
The door to the base.
Think I'm here to kill you?
You must have the wrong address.
Great job, you've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Yeah, no problem.
You
Shit for
walk down
brains.
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
See what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
I'm gonna check upstairs.
Okay.
Turn.
You make your way to the bottom of the.
I've already tried every slate. Well, let me try this
Without hesitation,
now.
you bring the blade down and plunge. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job.
I was looking at something else and all I heard were crunchy flesh noises. We were fighting.
You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons, and then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
I don't want to, like, break the moment, but, like, Ren, look at this portrait. Does it remind you of another game? Yeah, it actually just makes me even sadder, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's like, if you know the context, it's actually sad. Yeah.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Oh, this is the ones where you betray her.
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it? You're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I was like,
You're on
I know
a
it's
path
one of them.
You're here to slay.
Well,
I-
you're the boss.
Most of the opportunist. We did stab her in the back like we were an opportunist, yeah.
Seriously? You're just going to...
I...
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue. That's strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around and trek back down the...
Wait, something isn't right. What's going on? Where are we? I like it. Seems like it's got great acoustics.
Resignation. I cannot stop you, but our spool is nearly taut. A warning. If we come here again, we will be here forever. Acceptance. That's it. We just have to fail one more time.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You make your way up the shore. The interior of the cabin is all... The door to the base...
You are?
You know, Neil?
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock...
See what I can do.
You're only making this...
Okay.
Stairs. Turn.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Save the princess.
Fine.
Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes...
Oh. Oh.
Stop that.
Interesting. I had to actually look for that amidst everything else. Last time. Interesting.
The blade. Move the...
Are we running away?
Oh,
What are you doing?
God, I
we
love
have
him.
to save her.
I love him so much. Hello, Zach Brannigan.
Seriously? You're just going to...
Hi.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue... That's strange. It looks like this
So
path
far, this mitten is my favorite as
also
well.
leads to the cabin. You're really keen on... But fine. You turn around and trek back down...
Wait, what's going on? Where are we? Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight. How dull.
Yeah, the cold was interesting as well. I'm interested. I also like the stubborn. The only one I don't really like is the broken. Fucking emo boy. And not in a good way. Like, just fucking annoying. Oblivion. The many feelers pull your shape into something formless. You have made a decision. It is the wrong one. I love you. You are bliss, joy and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound, your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound, your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, Joy and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound. Your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. Okay, just wanted to see. Just as you once were nothing, so have you become nothing once again. Wow, that's actually an ending. Yeah, you can fail all 6 times. Gab and Manly. Interesting. Each one has a different song. That's really cool. I'm gonna have to look up each one. I thought that was like a special thing for getting the end, but I'm gonna have to look up each one just so my chat doesn't feel like they have to screenshot every single one. Okay, so let's load. And now we're going down another adversary route because there's quite a few of those. Although I should have done another one. I wrote down... oh my god, guys. I wrote down which other ones I could choose, but I chose to go another adversary one. So, okay, I have the other ones open, of which I should do. Even it out a little bit. Cabin.
A warning before you...
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Okay. That shouldn't have worked.
The cabin is tighter than its...
Take blade.
You take the blade from the altar.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tight.
And attack the adversary.
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum, your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Keep pushing the knife once.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes, you get it, don't you?
Ask her what she's talking about.
Are you really going to make me explain it? Look at how evenly matched we are. Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me, dying and coming back, clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here. Don't you all get it? The fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight.
And look at us. We're both so much stronger than we were last time. Think about how much more we can become. Nothing is better than this.
She's right. Imagine how much further we can push each other. Imagine how strong we can be. I warned you on the stairs, and I'll warn you again. Don't get caught up in emotion. Remember why you're here.
I hate using words. They're so clumsy.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. As she strikes you again, you hear the whine of straining metal, and then a snap. It would appear that she's loose. We're fine! But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours. Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it at your feet.
Aren't you jumping the gun a little here? We each died once. That doesn't mean we're immortal.
How much more proof do you need? Would it help to watch me rise from the dead with your own two eyes? Fine, go ahead. Stab me in the heart. See what happens.
The princess throws open her arms, exposing her chest. Is she really just going to let you slay her? Do it. Do it right now, before she changes her mind. Hold on. What if this is a trick? If she's leaving herself open like this, there's only one way we can strike at her. For all we know, she's 3 steps ahead of us. 3 steps ahead of us? Have you met her? This isn't a trick.
Yeah, no, she's a barbarian with low int, just like the stubborn.
And how would you know that? Because I wouldn't think to trick us, so why would she? That's a great point, so please stop hesitating and end this now.
Play the princess.
The princess remains unflinching as you run her down, her stoic expression once again curving into a knowing smile as the pristine blade buries deep into her heart. Did she really just let us do that? Apparently, yes.
See you soon.
That
And
shouldn't
then
have
she
worked.
stumbles back into the wall, the blade still lodged firmly in her chest. She collapses to the ground.
That was apparently a rarer achievement because it was glowing. I got it. Means less people got it.
She's dead. It's over. It's finally over.
But it can't be over. She said she'd be back.
I know that the two of you had some sort of weird bond, but look on the bright side. Now we don't have to die. Isn't that nice?
No, it's not nice. I wanted to fight her forever. This is shit. It's not fair.
Life isn't fair, but what's done is done, and whether you like it or not, the entire world is in your debt for saving it from ruin. I'm sure in due time you'll learn to live with yourself. Let's just get out of here. Yes, that sounds like a splendid idea.
Watch her body for a little while longer.
Fine. You remain where you are and watch over the princess's corpse. She remains dead.
I'm telling you, she's coming back. She said she's coming back.
She's not.
She is.
She's not coming back. She's dead. Your blade is embedded in her heart. You slew her. It's over. I don't know how many more times or how many different ways I need to express this objective reality before it finally makes its way through your dense skull.
How many different ways have you got left to express it? Because it'll take a hell of a lot more to convince me that she's not coming back.
Oh, I've got plenty. Can the two of you stop arguing?
No!
I'm not the only one who just saw her eyes open, right?
Oh, shit.
What are you talking about? For the millionth time, she's...
Yes, I told you I'd be back.
alive. We're shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you all that we should believe in her. This is perfect.
And you waited for me. I knew I could count on you. I knew we were connected.
The princess staggers to her feet, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade you buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all. Oh, we just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Interesting. It said leave. Make sure she's dead and leave, but I got the achievement.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess ready to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body and...
Blah.
Wait, what happened? Why did everything go dark? You died. That blow was apparently lethal. How anticlimactic.
You don't get it, do you? We're not dead. We're stronger than this. So stop whining and get up.
Saying get up is not going to change the fact that you're dead. How dense are you?
Funny that you're calling me dense when you still haven't figured it out. We can't be dead. We're just like her. All of you need to wake up and enter the new world.
You know, maybe he has a point. If we're dead, how are we still talking? Because you being dead is reality. Because it says right here that you're...
Wake up.
alive.
That's right.
I thought I lost you there, but you've figured things out, haven't you? Good. The two of us can finally be together.
Join your adversary.
You and the princess exchange dozens of...
Yeah. He doesn't answer the voice. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you
Yeah.
think this is...
Feel so tired. We've been fighting for a long time. Good rest. You do not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else instead.
She's gone.
Narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on.
We just need to keep going.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I know where she went. Don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Approach the mirror. Reflection. I think it's all gonna be, yeah. We're at the cabin. Okay.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Game has a lot of really good lines.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Who do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Ah, she has such good lines.
She is part of me.
Okay, we've already
And-
seen this before. I do too.
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
The shifting mound is easily my favorite character. Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid
we've
to
already
die.
asked this. Okay, we've already asked all these.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You make your way up the short path. The interior of the cabin.
Okay. Without the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room. Her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. Don't let it. Good. You're still listening to
Shut
reason.
up.
It would be better if you had a weapon. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
One quality of life thing I wish that there was, especially with a skip dialogue option, is that they would stop the voice. Like, there's clearly something in the programming that doesn't stop the voice that's there in other Sims. um, like other, uh, visual novels I've played and stuff like that. So I think that would be one good quality of life improvement, because if you're letting people fast forward to get all 97 achievements and see pretty much like most available routes in doing so, hearing dialogue when you're trying to skip is actually very obnoxious. That's part of the reason why you have a skip button. Yeah. That, and like a personal pet peeve of mine is repetition, so hearing some of the same lines when I'm trying not to is incredibly annoying. Just to like wait and see for like if we have one new line, it should just be quiet, and then because like if I fast forward when I walked away from the cabin, I wouldn't hear the new line from I didn't hear the new line from the stubborn, for example. When I wasn't bringing the shifting mound to any vessels. That's a quality of life improvement that can easily be done, because it's actually taking content and overriding voice lines when you have a skip option built into the game. So I hope that's something that the Pristine Cut puts into place. It's not a big killer, but for me, but it's annoying. It's a detractor, I will say that. Talk to her for a bit.
Okay.
What are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding.
You know a lot of this. What's your name?
Oh. Of course I'm locked up.
You've been eating or drinking.
I don't see what...
Okay.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
And interestingly enough, some dialogue that you've gotten before, which I know I've gotten this before, they don't let you skip.
I don't know how to destroy the world if that...
We need to go... Well, no, we need to go retrieve the knife and then lock her in the basement. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade without saying another.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly
I didn't want to
creep
go
down the
back
basement
down.
stairs.
I wanted to stay up.
It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
She's lost an arm. I'm locking her down there and letting her bleed out.
This is a dangerous play. Who's to say she'll actually succumb to her wounds? She doesn't have a weapon, and she's missing an arm. You can finish this right here, right now.
Doesn't work. Tell you what, I'll even stay here for a while to make sure she's dead.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quick.
Yeah, so this starts the nightmare. Bang on the door all you want. It'll only make you bleed out faster. Threaten me all you want. Whatever you are, you're not. You're not a princess, that's true. Go ahead and waste your energy.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest. Do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you. And that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Oh, her arm was floating around. That's cool. Okay.
A warning. Before she will lie. I don't think lying and cheat. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone. The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls almost featureless.
Oh,
the only furniture of note is a lone table.
Look at the
knocked on its side in the corner of the
windows.
room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Look at the windows. I hate that shit. That is an actual fear of mine that has been lived. So that's not fun. Yeah, I agree. Thanks, I hate it. That is, I'm actually not looking at the windows anymore. That's a legitimate fear that I have lived.
The blade is your implement. Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame.
It's just some little guys. They're just some little guys. It's just a baby.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
We can go with or without the blade. So let's go with at least.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Yeah.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
You're not wrong, Paranoid, actually. Okay, get away from the thighs.
You cross over the
Oh,
threshold
I had
and
to say
onto a
that, didn't I?
series of isolated steps
Fine.
suspended in darkness.
They're not in windows, I'm fine with this.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count.
It is hard.
Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough.
Step off into the void between stairs. Between the stairs. Let's just go down the stairs. Quietly.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh. Red. This is an ordinary Midwestern basement. Just run from nightmare. Go back.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Oh, jeez.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Yeah, this is bad.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
What did I do?
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
That porcelain mask is, very effective.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Alright, oxen-free static. Jump scare.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs.
You never gonna stop?
Liver, nerves, heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart, lungs.
Oh my god, the paranoid's keeping us alive.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. What are you doing?
Why do you think we keep them in the basement? It's because the lake's full.
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your
liver,
eyes shoot open as you
nerves,
gasp for breath.
Heart, lungs, liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
lungs, liver.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
You can stay with your nightmare,
liver, nerves,
leave together,
heart,
run, or kill her. Interesting.
nerves, heart, lungs.
Why won't you finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to.
Lungs, liver,
Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Hey, snap out of it.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves.
One moment,
Lungs,
and then
liver,
you're gone.
nerves, heart,
Just
lungs,
like
liver, nerves,
that.
heart,
Ah,
lungs, liver,
and there's the
nerves,
fear.
heart, lungs, she pulls
liver,
away.
nerves, heart,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
Heart,
I've already done that.
nerves, heart,
Yeah, she did.
liver,
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me.
liver,
So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
That's way too adorable of a pose for that fucking,
nerves, heart, lungs,
for that fucking vessel.
I don't think I can leave without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves, heart, lungs.
Yeah,
liver,
now's the time we run.
You turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other. Nerves, heart,
You
lungs,
poor,
liver,
poor
nerves,
thing.
heart, lungs,
Wrong
liver,
choice.
nerves. You get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again.
You're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
Oh!
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out!
No. No. What's happening to us?
Let me out!
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
Thank you. But he doesn't respond.
Oops, I think I broke you.
You broke him.
I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3? Whoa! The moment of clarity. Wait, what did I just unlock?
You're on a path in the... Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
It's because the narrator didn't say that we died. He's the one that always narrates when we die. We only die when he says so. So because he vanished, we didn't die. Because the main character, the Long Quiet, his consciousness, and his belief in things are literally everything. We have freed her with belief. We have brought her back to life with belief that she isn't dead. We've brought ourselves back to life with belief that we aren't dead. Against the narrator's protestations, it's what the narrator says to try and manipulate us into believing certain things that makes them happen. So because the narrator wasn't there to say that we died, because he just spook quit, I guess, then we continued living because the paranoid was keeping us alive.
There was a princess, I think.
No,
It's
not
all
you.
so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
Wait, what achievement was that? A monolith of fear. There it is.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you? I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
Oh.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
We have multiple voices.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling.
Do we have all of
How
them?
many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere.
Yeah.
There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Yeah.
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
I can't remember. Did we run into the skeptic?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so
We
many
haven't run
of
into
us.
the cheated.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Gaslighting. Yeah, that's a good question. How many times? Oh, no. Oh, let's just start from the top.
Of course we're wrong. She's the only thing that's right.
The skeptic and the cheated? Okay.
Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it?
Getting back to his earlier question, how many times have you all been here?
Many times.
It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
That doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. But here this other time. Someone else make the decisions. Okay, we're getting meta.
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order.
And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
He does not fit in with the rest of this fucking cast. There's just like everyone terrified, and then there's just Zap Brannigan.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
I don't remember what I did, then it couldn't have been me that did it. Yeah, let's just break the brain even further.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
Oh, 100%.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Yeah, guys, I mean, I know I said let's break it further, but...
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere.
Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers.
Ugh, the opportunist is such a schmoozer. Like, he's such a... Yeah, schmoozer. I was going for the right word there.
And they all just end in quivering torment. It doesn't matter what we do, because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces. If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago.
Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. Your only option is to silence them.
You make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized.
Yeah, no fuck.
And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same.
Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
What if we don't go to the cabin?
We've tried that.
That's fair, we have tried that.
It doesn't work.
Our hearts always brought us back to her.
The deck is stacked.
So many paths, and they're all circles.
I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it.
You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either.
He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me.
He's worse than her.
Let's try to go to the cabin, I guess.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
He's making you believe it.
Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies.
I was just about to say, I think he's lying about the mirror because he doesn't want you to see it because that's going to be a reflection of himself. Like you could possibly see him through the mirror.
And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth.
True, she's the shifting mound.
Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
What's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are.
Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving. Or you could just give up. You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
Oh, thank you for the stress reminder, my dear. Oh, my back just cracked.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it.
Just do something. It doesn't matter what.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
And it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see? We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Take it. It's the only way forward.
Take the blade. It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? You have to take the blade.
You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep. Deep in the bowels of the earth.
Oh, Jesus.
You see something staring back at you. It fills you with dread.
I was hoping we wouldn't see her again.
It's
I mean, I knew we would, but damn, that fucking porcelain mask.
She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
More cracked.
There you are. My toy has finally come to finish his job.
Well, this is metal as fuck. Oh, no.
With every word she speaks,
Oh,
the princess in the
I
pit
hate
blinks
this.
closer.
I hate this.
You dragged this out for so much longer than you had to.
And closer.
Wifey, no.
But it was always just a matter of time.
And closer.
Ah.
You were going to have to stop running eventually.
And closer.
Everything stops running eventually. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. And it's lovely for you to take my will. and let me out.
Oh, the pit is the basement. I don't know why I didn't fucking see that before. I'm an idiot.
It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
You're just an object, a tool. You were once something else a long time ago. But was that something you, or is that just a dull and jaded memory? There is no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Yeah, feelings mutual, buddy.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
You do not get the chance to spawn, nor will you ever. Time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it. Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Jesus Christ, dude, you do not belong here.
Yeah. I think I'd like that. Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
I was actually gonna say something Hulk smash joke. But then I decided against it. Okay, Chad. I love this one. Yeah, I do too. I was doing a little bit of reading, not a lot of spoiler reading. And I found out quite a few interesting things. Yeah, I like his pun on Vane there too. You step towards the mirror once more. Sorry, kinda sorry. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain unresolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end.
Luke Sword? Is that you?
I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep. I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
He's grown, I'm guessing? Yeah. Yeah, I found out a few interesting things. I guess relevance to the voices. I don't know all of them, but I did read that of fan reception. Like, it was the creator's intent to make the Smitten kind of the most obnoxious one, but everybody hates the Broken the most. Like, there was a poll, apparently, and the Broken was at, like, the bottom by a mile. And the Smitten was actually incredibly popular. So there was kind of like a reverse thing there. Like the Broken wasn't intended to be a favorite, but the Smitten was intended to be a least favorite. But the way Jonathan voice acted the Smitten made everybody love him. Because he was a popular one. Yeah, he's a fan favorite, the Smitten. I also heard that Nicole got this role because she was playing the other game I have from this dev, Scarlet Hollow, which I haven't played yet. Because he's husband material. But yeah, Nicole was, I guess, playing a Scarlet Hollow and started like just kind of making her own voices for the characters. And I guess Jonathan saw saw her playthrough of it or something like that, and decided he wanted her to voice. And she was really nervous because she didn't think that she did a good job or something like that, or like she was just nervous about the reception, something like that. And when she found that people overwhelmingly loved her performance, she started crying. Because they also, I read they did like an anniversary stream at some point. Because it hasn't been a year yet. They did like some kind of special stream, and instead of like having the voices on, they turned it off and voiced it live. And the support was so much that Nicole started crying. She never expected that kind of support because she's mainly just known for podcast stuff. It makes me hope that like maybe she does get a career in voice acting. Like not maybe like if she doesn't want to, you know, that's fine. But you know, maybe like a small one, you know? Because I think she has really good range and I think she's talented. I think she has a very pleasant voice. Jonathan took a while for me to get accustomed to, but he does have range. It's just, it's hard to find, like, it's hard to hear it until you kind of hear all of the personalities stacked on each other. I don't know if I would call them alters or not, due to how alters work and due to the meta nature of the game. I don't know if alters is the correct term, but yeah, he it took a while for me to really hear his range. Find yourself in the long quiet again. Those were Danny's fun facts and what she found without spoiler research. It's mainly skimming TV tropes and blatantly here from Silver's Raid, from who knows long how ago. Are we talking about DID? Kind of? Yeah, tangentially. Just in relation to the game. I think it'd be the right term based on the textbook definition of the formation being trauma. The male character is being traumatized by what he's doing. They don't show up until after he's gone through the trauma. Okay, so alters is the correct word. I just wasn't sure. Yeah, I'm a big psych buff, so I feel you, dude. Also, welcome in. Oop. Oh no. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Oh yeah, no problem, dude.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Yeah, I agree with Mod Grin. Thank you for chilling. I appreciate that. Aw. Oh my god, that's a cute emote, dude. What are your thoughts on... I like hearing her thoughts on this, on the vessels.
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
I don't know if we've done this. What have you heard about me? These vessels I'm bringing you, I've heard them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
I've already asked that. We'll thank her this time instead of asking why.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Okay, she has to say what. Oh wow, that's mean. What if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now. Barely finished. Damp. Cavernous.
Thank you for the follow, dude. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very, very much. I really do. Ooh. Okay, cool. This is not gonna fuck me up. Okay. Wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Because this is an achievement as well.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh, what? It closed my game! What? Wait, do I see Nathan Explosion? Brutal. Thank you. Oh, I love it when games do that shit. I know it's like kind of, what in the Escape Lavender Town is this? I know it's kind of gimmicky, but like, oh.
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Oh, I read about this! I never left your side. Attempt to wait out your destiny. I read about this. I just didn't know what the trigger was. There was mention of something in the game that was actually programmed to be ready for, because she says, though you were gone mere moments. So say I were to take my computer clock, like leave the game, have her exit the game again, take the computer clock, fuck with it and change it so it's been years. It's supposed to be programmed to have her say, "You have been gone years." Yet something like that. Though you were gone for years, something like that. I never left your side. It's supposed to. I didn't know what triggered it. I was just like, oh wow, that's fucking wild. I don't know if I'll ever run across that because this is a very in-depth game and I'm not gonna try to get every single fucking nook and cranny because I myself will go insane doing so. I'm just gonna do the achievements. I didn't think this was part of the achievement. Wow. Yeah, it takes time into consideration. There are some games that do that. I'm trying to think of one where it's based around that. Fuck, I have it. I haven't played it yet because the idea of it actually intimidates me a little bit. I didn't realize like what it was until after I bought it. Fuck, what is it? Hang on, I'm doing a scroll. This music is beautiful. Oh my gosh. I know exactly what it looks like too. So it's just a matter of seeing it. But there's a game based around like, God, what is it? I'm gonna have a better idea once I find it. I have too many Steam games, I say, as I continue to get more Steam games. Dude, if Steam ever goes down, I want a full refund for everything I've gotten. Just passed the Crisis Core redo, and I have to see if I can find the person who made the mod to see if I can find a way to just change Zach's voice. I honestly don't even remember what it started with, which is a problem. I think it was L? But I'm not gonna scream down there in case I pass it. I'm in H right now, so it's fine. Nope. Fuck. Oh my god. What is it? Gonna bother the shit out of me, but I've also spent entirely too much time trying to find this. I mean, I'm at the P's now. Getting to the end of the P's. Okay. Fuck, I'll try to find it later. But there's definitely a... There's definitely a game that has this kind of, like, feature where it's all about time and how much time you spend away from the game actually progresses it, but you have to remember to come back. That's why I'm afraid to play it. Because it's like how Animal Crossing knows that shit, except I think the consequences are more dire. Not like you just get yelled at by a mole. But yeah, like, I know that's kind of gimmicky, you know? Like, doing that meta thing, like closing the game. Or relying on a closed game, but I'm a fucking sucker for it. I always think it's a good thing. Like, when utilized correctly. Rossetti can fucking bite me, I agree. Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Undertale's level of earnestness about it, I think.
We will meet again.
Oh. Perfect time to say time check. As I died. Scattered vessel, bring the moment of clarity to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Oh, honey!
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, man. Well, the last part of that recording is just mostly me looking for that fucking game. I'm gonna go looking for that, see if I can find it. Yeah, I know. Break first. That's what I mean, like during break. Don't worry. Get up and walk. Okay. Okay.